Good morning all the students. Welcome back to the class. Now we'll discuss about ICH guidelines of part 2. In the part 1 we have discussed what are the things we have discussed in the part 1 ICH guidelines, purpose of ICH guidelines, participants of ICH guidelines and process of ICH guidelines. Now we'll see about part 2 of it. Today's class we are going to discuss about brief overview of QSEM guidelines with a special emphasis on Q series guidelines and ICH stability testing guidelines. These three parts we are going to discuss today. Next, coming to QSEM guidelines. What are QSEM guidelines? Those are nothing but ICH guidelines. Q represents quality, S for safety, E for efficacy, M for multidisciplinary. Q represents Q gives guidelines for stability, impurities testing and GMP, where safety gives guidelines for carcinogenicity, genotoxicity and reprotoxicity. On toxicity testing it gives guidelines, so it's coming under safety. Then efficacy, clinical trials and pharmacogenomics. This all represents the medicines, drug substances or drug products, stability, toxicity and its efficacy. Quality, safety and efficacy. Under this, these are the parameters are tested according to ICH guidelines. Then last one, multidisciplinary, MED-DRA, CTD and electronic standards. MED-DRA represents medical dictionary for regulatory activities and CTD for common technical documents. It is given for registration of medicines. In this slide, how many QSEM guidelines are given according to ICH? For quality, it starts from Q1 to Q12. For safety, it is from S1 to S9. Efficacy, it is from E1 to E16. For multidisciplinary, M1 to M8. Here, according to your syllabus, we are going to focus on only quality guidelines. That is from Q1 to Q12. What are the guidelines? So as per your syllabus, next we will discuss about quality guidelines. Here Q series have been given, that is starting from Q1 to Q12. In Q1 it is from A to F, then Q2, Q3 A to D, in Q4 A to B, in Q5 A to E and Q6 A to B, then Q7, Q8, Q9, Q10, Q11 and Q12. What purpose each guideline is made, we'll see in the next slide. Next we will see brief about quality guidelines. Why this series from Q1 to Q12 is made. What purpose Q series are made? For stability testing, impurities testing and for good manufacturing practices. How it is achieved? By creating different series from Q1 to Q12. Q1A to Q1F for it is meant for the guidelines given for stability studies. From Q1A to Q1F for stability, then Q2 for analytical validation, then Q3A to D is for impurities analysis, then Q4A to Q4B for pharmacopoeias, Q5A to Q5E for quality of biotechnological products, then Q6A to Q6B for specifications. Then Q7 guidelines for good manufacturing practices, Q8 for pharmaceutical development, Q9 for quality risk management, Q10 is for pharmaceutical quality system, Q11 for development and manufacture of drug substances, Q12 for life cycle management. So it covers all stability, impurities testing and good manufacturing practices in all aspects. So by following all the guidelines, we can achieve quality of the drug product or drug substance. You know what is drug substances and drug products. Drug substances are nothing but active pharmaceutical ingredients. Drug products are formulated form of those APIs. Let's move on to ICH stability testing guidelines. Till now we have seen about brief overview on QSEM guidelines, and in that with a special emphasis to Q guidelines, that is quality guidelines, we have discussed from Q1 to Q12 what are the series. Now we'll move on to only stability testing guidelines. Under Q quality guidelines, we'll be discussing now about ICH stability testing guidelines. Stability testing of what? New drug substances and drug products. New drug substances and drug products. Stability. Here what are the guidelines meant for? Stability means under quality there are 7 guidelines from Q1A to Q1F and Q5C, where Q1A is applied for stability testing of new drug substances and products. For Q1B, photo stability testing of those drug substances and products. Q1C for new dosage forms like tablets, capsules, syrups, whatever different new dosage forms developed. For that, stability testing is given under Q1C guidelines. Then Q1D is for bracketing and matrixing design for stability testing of those substances and products. And now continuing with ICH stability testing guidelines. Q1E for evaluation of stability data, and Q1F for stability data package for registration applications in climatic zone 3 and 4. We'll see in the coming slides what are climatic zones 3 and 4. Then Q5C stability testing of biotechnological and biological products. For clear idea, you can observe the images given near to each guidelines. So what purpose Q1A is applied? For stability testing of new drug substances and products. Q1B for what purpose Q1B for made? It is for stability testing, the two photo stability testing of new drug substances and products. Q1C for new dosage forms, and Q1D for bracketing and matrixing, and Q1E for evaluation, Q1F for stability data package for registration applications based on climatic zone 3 and 4, Q5C for biotechnological and biological products. Now we'll see about steps in stability testing of drug substances and drug products. What are the steps we are following commonly for stability testing of API and formulated form of API? For drug substances is stress testing, where for drug products photo stability testing. Photo stability represents whether it is stable with light, mainly photons, whether it is stable or not. Stress testing here represents giving stress to like light, humidity, temperature, heat, with a different acid, pH, changing different parameters. Will be analyzing drug substance, that is for stress testing. Photo stability testing for drug product, where all other steps are same for both drug substance and drug products. Observe there a selection of batches after stress testing or photo stability testing. We will be moving on to second step, selection of batches, then container closure system, then specification, then testing frequency, storage conditions, stability commitment, evaluation, statements and labeling. These are the steps in stability testing of drug substance and drug products. Only variation is drug substances are tested by stress testing, where drug products are tested by photo stability testing, where all other steps are common for both when we are doing stability testing. Next we'll see about ICH stability zones. There are different zones for stability studies based on different climates. They are called as stability zones given under ICH guidelines. There are 5 zones. It is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4B. 1 represents temperate zone, 2 represents Mediterranean or a subtropical zone, 3 represents hot dry zone, 4 represents hot humid or tropical zone, 4b represents hot or higher humidity. It is for Asian testing conditions. ASEAN represents Association of Southeast Asian Nations, where stability studies are carried out. So in different zones stability studies are carried out to finalize the quality of product through the stability studies. And the last slide we have discussed about the steps involved in stability studies. So these are the steps were carried out with different climatic zones. Even as a part of stability guideline, ICH stability guideline, Q1F guidelines meant for registration applications in climatic zones 3 and 4. So what are 3 and 4? Hot dry zone and hot humid or tropical zone. Next we will see about long-term testing conditions. Long-term means 12 months period, 1 year. We are testing stability of a drug product or drug substance. So what are the temperature and humidity conditions during long-term studies? For zone 1, it is 21 degrees Celsius plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius and humidity 45% RH or relative humidity. RH represents relative humidity plus or minus 5% relative humidity. So likewise different temperatures and relative humidities are given for different zonal regions where stability studies are carried out. That is for 12 months. Long term represents 12 months. Minimum duration 12 months. Maximum we can extend according to the stability of the drug product or drug substance. Now let's discuss about accelerated and intermediate testing conditions. Climatic zone, temperature, humidity and minimum duration for the same. Climatic zones are accelerated ambient, refrigerated, frozen and intermediate. What is the temperature range? 40 degrees Celsius plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius for ambient conditions and humidity 75% relative humidity plus or minus 5% relative humidity for ambient and minimum duration is same for all the conditions 6 months for accelerated and intermediate testing conditions. Similar to that, observe other climatic zone zonal conditions, temperature and humidity conditions and duration also. So these are the conditions applied during the stability testing in that particular zonal region. So we are coming to the end of ICH guidelines discussion. What are the topics we have discussed under ICH guidelines till now? What is ICH guidelines? That is purpose of ICH guidelines, participants of ICH guidelines, then processes of it. And now in the second part of ICH, what we have discussed, what are QSEM guidelines, in that what are Q series guidelines, in that what are stability guidelines. Under stability, what are different climatic zones and what are the conditions, temperature and humidity conditions for long term, intermediate and accelerated testing conditions we have discussed. So these are the basic parameters under ICH guidelines to be applied for analyzing stability of the drug product. It is important and you will be applying these conditions during your project. When you are doing project under analysis or if you are checking quality of any drug product or drug substance, you will be coming across this all stability guidelines. So it is must to remember all the guidelines. Thank you for patient listening. If any queries, you can post in the classroom app. Thank you.